Hello, it is Des here, your mental health medic, and today I want to talk to you about stress. Stress has become almost a part of life. It's become sort of like breathing, and people have sort of just allowed stress to just be another thing, just be part of life. Just there's not much you can do with it, you can't do much about it. Let's just carry on and go on with life. But is it really the right type of mindset to have when it comes to stress? What exactly is stress? And I like to explain a lot of my psychological things. I try to make it more understandable, more in a picture so that you can sort of understand it in a way that it can show you that it's possible for us to actually change it. So if I were to explain stress to a person in a way that you can sort of see a picture that what is really going on in your body when you are experiencing stress. So we all know that our mind and the nervous system is basically one. The mind activates the nervous system. So what happens when we stress? The mind switches on the nervous system, but it also sort of overstimulates the nervous system. So what exactly happens? You know, when you walk with certain shoes over a carpet, a specific type of carpet, you know when you're wearing a certain pair of shoes, you shouldn't touch doorknobs like the iron parts because you get a shock. And depending on how much static electricity you've built up, it can really sometimes be painful. Now, exactly the same thing happens when we are experiencing stress. When you are allowing stress to build up in your body, and we do contain the stress within our nervous system, not really so much in our body, but in our nervous system. It gets stored in there. So let's just say that you go throughout your day and you actually allow that nervous system to build up more friction and more friction until you get to a point where when you do something, it goes, okay. So exactly that happens. That's why sometimes when you have a lot of stress at work, when you come home, you just reach that point when somebody says something or asks you to do something and you go on them. That is exactly what happens. So we have different kinds of stresses, and there's so many stress conditions. Each thing gets a name these days, and people just allow when there's a name to it. It's like, okay, now I know what's wrong with me, I can go on. But they don't actually do anything about it. And that's why mental health is such a problem at the moment, because as soon as we get diagnosed with something and you get the name, it's like, okay, I've got a condition now I can carry on. There's not really a reason for us to do something about it until it's almost too late. Until it's almost like maybe I should have done something about it then it wouldn't be an issue now. Now, when you get to that point when you actually have chronic stress. Now, chronic stress is when you get to the point where you literally just cannot offload anymore. You don't go to the in moments anymore. It's just like it's a chronic thing. It's almost like your body starts getting addicted to the feeling of being stressed. And in a sense, your body does. That's when you go into, what do they call it? The adrenal, you get excessive adrenal secretions in your body and you have extreme heart palpitations. You literally, it's almost like when you wake up, you're stressed already. When you go to bed, you're stressed. When you wake up again, you're stressed again. It's like you just cannot unhook. There's just no way that you can reset. Nothing is resetting anymore. You don't have those moments anymore. It's literally, you have constant stress in your body. You literally constantly feel stressed. That's a dangerous place to be at. And that is when you get to the point where it now negatively affects your body in ways that it'll go into heart conditions. It'll go into more severe medical conditions. It'll go into times when your body literally is secreting so much acid that you always have heartburn. You will find that PTSD is a problem. Now you sort of have all these things, and another stress condition many of us know, and we joke about it, but to some it's not a joke. But we can also manage it, is OCD. Yes, OCD is classified as a stress condition. Okay. So we can all go through many of these things, but if we do not change anything about it, nothing will change, and it will negatively affect your body, and it will end up creating a shorter lifespan. So we need to address it. We need to work on it. Is it possible to sort of go into the parts where you can literally sort of manage your own stress, where you don't go into the moments, where you go into the moments and you're actually able to really reset your stress, reset your nervous system, unhook your mind from activating your nervous system in a way that you actually can function. That way it doesn't affect your body in such a negative way where you start feeling sick, exhausted, burnt out, all those things. And it's 100% possible. So in my next video, I will talk about 2 or 3 things that I feel has helped me personally to definitely address stress activating in my nervous system, in my body, in a way that I am able to then, as soon as it gets too much, I can reset myself. And if I can do it, I can promise you, you can do it too. So may you all have a lovely day. Please like and subscribe and follow me if you don't mind. I would love to have more people watch this. I'm really all for getting mental health in a light where we don't just see mental health as suicide and all the bad things. Mental health should also be about the good things, and it should become a thing that you shouldn't feel bad talking about taking antidepressants. You shouldn't feel bad about going to see somebody to talk. You shouldn't feel bad when you get referred to a psychologist. It's a specialist. You shouldn't feel bad. It shouldn't feel like it's a bad thing. That is where I want to really change the mental health stigmas going on, and that is just my mission in life. But to do it in a way where we really can grow as a person, where we can have our body, mind, and spirit really just being in harmony and being able to be happy. And if you feel that that is something that you would like to be in, that type of space, I do have a Facebook group. It's called Majestic Mental Wealth for Women. And the real reason for that is just because you are so special as a woman. You are so needed. You are the life and soul of the household. And your mental health will affect the people around you in your household. So if you don't address things, nothing will change, and it'll just become a disaster more than it will actually become anything else. So yeah, thank you for listening to me today. And please like and subscribe and follow me, please. And go look me up on Facebook. Join my Facebook group. I would love to have you join us. Bye now.